Towers of Doom, map number 1 in the grand final. We have Team Cow Attack go up against Team Wah. So the Polish team made it into the grand final. The team around Rutek and Cesarbos is in here. And, well, it's time to see what they can pull off against the blue team, who, I mean, these guys nearly lost in the semifinal. It was actually incredible. The Mafia way stronger today than I expected them to, but at the end of the day, Team War was successful. They locked in the victory. They moved on to another grand final and are, of course, eager to get more points for the leaderboard to establish themselves all the way at the top of the standing, close the gap a little bit to the Hardos, who are not participating in today's tournament, and really make sure that they are going to be not only in the top 8, but even in the top 4, which is even better. Because you start in the winner bracket for the playoff bracket and don't have to start in the losers bracket there. But yeah, so with all of this said and done, we got our first map. It's Towers of Doom. We have our bans coming through, and in this case it's Brightwing and Tychus that get banned out here. And we have an immediate ban on Zagara and also on Medivh. So the boy with the hoodie is getting eliminated here. But yeah. For Cow Attack, this is a huge success, by the way. This is huge. Just coming into the grand final gives them already guaranteed 7 points. This is obviously true for both teams. And in the case of the red team, this means that they are really going to be in a fantastic spot to qualify for the playoffs. Especially if they are able to participate in the remaining tournaments. We're currently in qualification tournament number 6, so there's 4 more to come. But that is big for them. And they are starting things off with Varian and Vala. Yeah, we've seen a lot more Varian today. There was a time when Varian was locked in nearly every single game. Then a couple of patches came out, priorities shifted for the players. And Varian all of a sudden, I don't want to say disappeared, but he became a rare occurrence. Now, very different story. Today at least, Varian has made a bit of a resurgence. Dehaka and Stitches get picked. This is actually the first Stitches game that we cast today. On Towers of Doom, which is kind of awesome. Personally, I'm looking really forward to that one. It was sad when Stitches was banned in some of the earlier games because, yeah, I don't know. We didn't have a lot of playtime for the big boy. And it's kind of cool that we are going to have some hooks flying across the map now. Malfurion gets banned, the thought process being, of course, that you want to make sure that the Stitches hook can't be followed up by the root. I would assume that now Stukov gets either banned or picked away by Team Cow Attack. So that's another one. And yeah, let's see. Stukov ban or Stukov pick? Those are the two options here. I don't really think that any other exists. Ah, they ban Uther. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, he has the stun too with Vala in the mix. Maybe you want to ensure that there's no double support. Honestly, one of the worst things that could have happened on the side would have been Uther plus maybe Stukov. We've seen that combo multiple times right now. But either way, with Uther banned out, which is totally fine, I would assume that Stukov is a lock for the red team, because you want to have that follow-up with the Lurking Arm. They pick Anduin against Stitches? I mean, I get the reason. I just feel it's flip-flopping a little bit. So the reason why they're taking Anduin is because they're afraid that whenever Stitches is going for a hook and maybe even a gorge, they can't save the target, and Anduin can do that. That's one of the reasons why you oftentimes see Anduin against Varian, because the same thing applies. If Varian comes in with a taunt, Anduin can save it. But if you really believe in your one-shot setup or a combo where you can come in and do the damage, you would have gone for Stukov there and would have just ensured that you come in with a taunt, with the Stukov follow-up and the damage. So they're flip-flopping a little bit on that idea and just feel like, yeah, we can get the best out of two worlds if we have like that strong front line. We have a bit of a lockdown, but we don't have to put all our eggs in one basket. That seems to be the thought process from Team Cow Attack here. Whereas Team Y is obviously now reacting and are saying, hey, we still have a Stitches setup, so we can come in, get Stukov from Zelia, the Lurking Arm, and then play around that, especially, of course, with the Haka being in the mix too. Cesarbos on Deathwing is an interesting pick as well. It gives them, of course, a bit of a pseudo-global, but at the same time also a target that doesn't have to be afraid of what Stitches brings to the table. So with that, we're set. Game number 1 in the grand final. Team War against Team Cow Attack. Let's go. Team War against Cow Attack, Towers of Doom. On the left side, the blue team with Ultralisk on Junkrat. Yeah, with his mines, he can follow up on a lot of the plays here. Dehaka drag into a Junkrat mine, same is true for Stitches. We got Dainu on Zeratul, Zelia on Stukov, Masquerade on Dehaka. They're switching things up a little bit. And a Quasar on Stitches. On the right side of the map, we got Arion on Vala for Cow Attack. Uniden on Urel, Mimikyu on Varian, Rutek on Anduin, and Cesabos on Deathwing. So, Deathwing is in the house. Thankfully, no chicken skin. No, that's how a real dragon looks like. Look at that jade skin. That is absolutely beautiful. That's exactly what we want. As long as you don't give him the turkey skin, we are fine. We're good to go. But this is going to be an interesting game because the red team, they are coming in here as the challenger. Blue team, they are obviously the favorite. Already, get over here. It's not quite the one that he wanted, though. Vala with the old school master skin as well. Yeah, it was the first one that they had in the game there. Back in the day, you know, when you had a lot of resources or a lot of gold that you had to farm still. Does anybody remember artifacts? Artifacts in Heroes of the Storm that were, I think, in play for like a week. Maybe for 2. We had a discussion with a few people about that earlier, a couple of days ago. And most people don't even remember that, but that was a thing in beta for a very, very short amount of time. But anyways, now that we got our camps up on the map, both of the teams are making a play for the pumpkins. And there's the invade, the aggressive play from the blue team with another hook against Vala, and that's where Anduin comes into play. Immediately zips her back out of the danger zone, but the Quasar's going deep for this one. Probably has the Devour up still, and they have Dehaka down here too. Urel has to move all the way down, finally arrives, but it's already too late. So they steal the camp. Double pumpkins for the blue team. Great start for them. No kill on either side, but again, with a double pumpkin, you are in a fantastic spot right now. So, can they do a little bit more out of this one? Take the entire wall down, maybe even get a kill, open the space up a bit for Stitches so they can land a hook. Body block Varian. Yep, and that's a kill. They body block Varian, big time, and that's the first blood of the game. There's a lot of pressure there already. So with Deathwing being this slow, he's another one that has to be very careful. Can't get hooked, but still. And top side, that's where we still have our Urel. But there's the level 4. And with level 4, Varian comes online thanks to the taunt. Also have the piercing light now in and the arsenal. Now the hooks keep flying. And the pressure play down here is pretty significant. I mean, Ultralisk has so much range poke at his dispersal that he can do a whole lot of work here. Stitches is out, and I'm not quite sure what exactly happened there, but Zelia, yeah, he just blanked. Zelia just brain farted. Sorry, but he went just full on daydream on this one. He was just like, la 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 la, oh look, a squirrel. Yeah, I mean, again, I have no clue what happened there, but not like this, my friend. Now, they don't necessarily lose out on the third altar. Top left, top right is, of course, the even exchange as usual. So we're fighting over the one in the middle down here. We have the red team with nearly all 5 players down, but Masquerade is now moving in. And they go for Vala, who's running out of mana too. So, careful. The drag connects instead with Varian, and Mimikyu is low as well. But this is either one altar to take. Zeratul in particular, Dainu could really come into that backline and do some work. Considering that Vala was already insanely low, I'm a bit surprised that he didn't take up on the opportunity. So here comes the next jump. We're just running in, Deathwing all the way up at the front, the hook, and Vala gets hit again, but bolts out immediately. They control the choke point pretty nicely. So Rutek has some space to play around with, but gets interrupted again as Junkrat is launching one grenade after another. We have the fight against Zeratul, and the channel is through. The red team, they take the advantage, but they lose Vala, and they might lose more. Masquerade is popping the essence over here. Everybody else is trying to get out. Maybe a hook, and the answer is no. The Quasar's not really in a good spot for it anyways. Needs to get somehow through those minions. Level 7 talents now on both sides. Still, maybe there's still an opportunity. Cesabos, careful. Must also be careful. And, yep, we got level 7 in on both sides. Still a little bit of a play here in the mid lane. And the one thing that worries me slightly is that there is a significant lead in experience now for the blue team, even though we didn't have a whole lot of kills. Now, granted, the mercenary camp earlier was taken away, so that's something. But there's the next play right here, and this time it's the red team that locks in the pumpkins. So yeah, no big problem for them. They were still able to make it happen. We have topside. Now Masquerade doing his thing at the bottom of the map, as you can see. Zelia, Ultralisk, and Dayquaza, they're continuing with that 3-man pressure play that they established earlier. The only difference is that we have Dino moving in every now and then, and they're actually getting a really nice hook here against Anduin, which might be the end of him, and the Crybaby indeed goes down. No chance for him to get away out of this one, and the same is also true for Daddy. Father and son united in death. They're delaying it even a bit. So yeah, that's a staggered death right there. But what a good story. That's the story that Blizzard doesn't want to tell you. Both of them are actually dead. And yeah, there's the end of the bell tower. So control of the map goes, at least for now, to Team Wham. Especially since they have level 10 abilities. Dino on the run. Dino, and he gets out. Not bad. That was a close call, but he makes it. The bell tower at the bottom of the map is already getting channeled, and that's the first 5 shots fired, and obviously since they don't have rogue abilities, they have to give up both. So that's in total 10 that they're suffering here. Yeah, next one gets channeled too, and now it's time to protect the bottom bell tower. At least for now, everything is going according to plan for the team in the lead. So yeah, Deathwing is doing what he does best, pissing people off. With the interrupts, this time that we're having the double channel, that's not going to happen. No, not quite. So the 5 shots are still getting fired. 26 to 32 points now. And they're holding onto the bot lane, as mentioned. Vala is continuing her stacking. She's nearly done with the quest reward, and there it is. But they're still 1.5 levels behind. 4 kills to 1. Level 10 abilities give us strafe, so no... Ooh, Vala! There it is! The hit! Bullseye, baby! Vala goes down the rocket ride. Yeah, with Junkrat, the trap, and everything else that they have here, it's rocket ride time. And rocket ride, as a follow-up to a gorge, is also pretty awesome. So that's another kill. And rocket ride is pretty sexy. Talking about gorge, there it is. So Rutek is trying to help Daddy and is able to pull that off. Masquerade just saying like death zone. Yeah, I don't care. Let's go. They're stealing the pumpkins away again. Right now they don't even have an advantage. Trying to go for Anduin. They have to be careful that they're not overstepping here, and they're already losing Stukov. You can't just simply assume that you're going to win every single fight the way that you did previously. So that's an easy kill against the support, and guess what? With nobody else being there to help out Stitches, he's also dying. Yeah, Ultralisk, he is doing all of this in plain sight of Varian, but Dino sniffs it out, so that's good for them. Might have been a bad moment for Junkrat if that's not if Zeratul wouldn't have helped here, but still. Either way, the bottom bell tower has been retaken. So this is not necessarily as easy of a game as Team Wa might have assumed here after the early few hits that they got in. They are 6 points ahead on the core race, but now that we have the next solo altar coming up, there's going to be a guaranteed fight over this one. Dino making his way out of the potential gank. If the taunt hits him, he's dead. And also dodged out on the multi-shot. Oh, talking about setups, that's a decent one. The hook doesn't connect. Well, actually, it connects with Deathwing. Does damage, but obviously doesn't bring the CC in. Oh, beautiful. That's a big hit. And nearly kills Rutek. He's still alive, but everybody else down here is starting to lose HP. And without Anduin being there to help them out, this could be a problem. Zeratul also barely alive. Urel wants to kill. Dino! He gets away! And the drag against the Space Goat as he's jumping in. Yeah, also the kill against Junkrat. That's another one under the belt of Team Cow Attack. Yeah, they are doing work here. It's not only the cows that are attacking. They're doing incredibly well. It's actually kind of weird that a team that's called Team Cow Attack doesn't have an ETC. At least I haven't seen them with one at any point. Ah! Daddy, I'm helping! Are you proud of me? Shut the fuck up. Anduin died for his father. That is just so touching. The Arca died too, and the fight continues, and it seems like Daddy is gonna die again! Yeah, but he's not the only one. He's actually surviving. Instead, it's Stukov and Zeratul that both fell. Varian made it out. But I gotta say, this one was funny. This one was really funny. Stitches comes in, look at the Gorge. Gorge on the left side, and then Anduin is helping out. And he made it! I mean, he really made it out. 7 kills against 6, 14 to 14, and things have changed. Team Cow Attack is ahead in experience now. They've taken the lead. They are ahead. So we got 26,000 for Zeratul, we got 38,000 for Deathwing. And yeah, Deathwing is blocking the hooks whenever he can. He takes the damage, again, but he's not gonna get hooked. So there's your counterplay right there. He has a big fat body and booty, and he's using it to block the hooks all day, every day. And they're getting another kill against Stukov. The counter kill attempt against Vala. Oh, nice. What a connect by Masquerade. Anduin is also dead. Yeah, got gorged and dropped. They're trying to get more out of this. Double altar coming up. They might get both if this continues. Dino's jumping in and out the entire time. And, yep. Here we go. 8 kills to 8. 15.5. Terror! The Molten Flame gets bullied through. And they're gonna go for the easy exchange, I guess. Very close on the core points. 28 to 26. Yep. 4 shots fired on each side. Channel comes through. Bada bing. Bada boom. 24 to 22. Level 16 on both sides now. Dino against Deathwing. Yeah, and Deathwing is trying to make his way out. Dino, oh my god. With Vala coming in, he was nearly dead. That was very close. That multi-shot would have absolutely obliterated him. Yeah, I like it. I mean, again, they're making aggressive plays. That was kind of neat. Got a super strain in. The virulent reaction. Looking for those hooks. Bell Tower situation is dead even. Obviously, now we have not only Manticore, but also Glyph of Fate. And Manticore in and of itself is kind of neat, because that is going to threaten Stitches even further. Stitches is definitely not going to like this one. Hook range is extended ever since he hit level 13, and he is consistently attempting to threaten Vala with them. But, yeah. Let's see. I mean, the Haka is still doing some work here. I gotta admit that Dino also gets nicely controlled by Urel. I mean, Dino in general on Zeratul is obviously insane, but they're doing a very good job trying to control his plays. And he didn't have as much of an impact as you normally see him have on that hero. So the game isn't over, we still have some time to go, level 20 talents aren't in, but up to this point I gotta give some credit to Team Cow Attack that they don't give Dino a lot of wiggle room here. Every single time he pops his head out, they're immediately there trying to use Urel against him, controlling him with Varian as best they can. Now he's obviously still connecting damage, but he's not just soloing the entire backline. Go for Cerberus again, and the body blocks are there. Displacement, okay, against Vala, and Vala did not want to be here. Arian is immediately like, yeah, I don't like this at all, and that's a kill. That's a kill. You can't give Dino an opportunity like that. Junkrat with great play, and that results in the damage dealer being eliminated. And now, of course, they can go for Urel. Beautiful lockdown. She pops the ult. She's not going to make it. Yeah, that's already it. No matter where she goes, she's dead. Urel is down. God, I love Rocket Ride as an ult. It's so dumb and so cool at the same time. Rocket Ride is amazing. 10 kills to 8. Zeratul still getting attacked here. Trying to go for Mimikyu, boost him out again. And the double channel down here as Deathwing is still attempting to annoy them with one interrupt against another. But this time it's not quite working. So Zelia is the one to get the channel. And that is them now down to 14 points. Yeah, 20-14. And of course, with the map control that they established, they also have some additional damage they pushed onto those structures. The bell tower at the bot lane is on 50% HP. Next play right here. They're all diving in on it. Keep in mind that Urel is not here yet. So it's a 5 versus 4 essentially. Still, you're diving onto a bell tower. So, the taunt. Dino's getting out. And thanks to Stukov too, because he pushed Vala out of the fight. She could have been there with another attack against Zeratul and taking him apart. Light bomb hit! But Anduin is dead. Anduin is down. Daddy is also in trouble. And that's, well, not quite. Oh my god, that's a triple kill. Yeah, they got all three. Anduin down, Varian down, Urel down, and that is a lot of momentum all of a sudden, because now we're talking about a bell tower conversion at the bottom of the map. We're talking a potential boss play. They could get the bell tower in the middle. They have so much room to work with now. 5-kill lead for them, level 20 talents. Yeah, this is bad news. The good news is there's only a single altar coming up next. That's the only good news for them right now. Imagine this situation with a triple altar phase coming up. You might lose the game right here. But now at least we'll see if they can maybe bring it back. But they're going to drop down into the single digits. If anything, I'm a little bit surprised that we didn't see a play for boss here, considering that 3 of the heroes were still down until a second ago. But the altar bot side is an easy lock. And technically they can try and get the bell tower in the mid lane too, which they haven't made a play for yet. So yeah, this is the freebie. Easy channel for them once that Ultralisk goes for it. Deathwing is sitting in the mid lane right now, so he can't interrupt anything anyways. And there it is, 5 shots fired, and that's 9 points on the core. 9 points against 20. They get the pumpkins in, or at least they try to. Yeah, 1 connects. Do they get more? Oh, well, they get the hook. They get the gorge. Goodbye, Vala. Time to say goodbye. Anduin also dying. Yeah, it's Farm City, ladies. They're going for the big farm simulator over here. They're boosting, they're boosting Varian back too. Varian and Anduin, they're just dying time and time again here. By the way, Rocket Ride is also pretty decent against Deathwing, in case that you weren't aware. Deathwing has a really tough time dodging out on Rocket Ride, but now they got 1 kill after another, and obviously matters are just getting worse because there's a double altar coming up. That would end the game. If you go for boss, you can make it even worse. We're already having a little bit of poke from the side, trying to take that fountain down as the pumpkins are getting attacked. If they push a few more of these through, then even with the loss of the bell tower at the bot lane, they would end the game if they can get both altars. So yeah, it's a very, very strong performance here from Team Y in game number 1 of the grand final. And they take it. They got the pumpkins, the Hark. Oh my god, no. The hook! The ult! And he can't even jump away. He can't even get out. That's a hit. Yeah, Urel is dead. Just as they're about to hit level 20. Dehaka is starting to take the control of the top lane. And now we have pumpkins moving in. 1 connects. 2 is in. That's a 3rd one. All 3 are hitting. 5 points on the core. A single altar is all that they need. And they get the hook against Vala on top of that. So, yeah, that's likely another kill. Well, actually, they get Varian in this case. Vala is still alive, but Junko doesn't give a shit. He's currently just channeling and saying, like, guys, I don't have time for this crap. So he wants to end. Deathwing interrupts him a little bit further. There's a kill against Zeratul, but Vala's gonna die too. No! Single-digit hit points for her! And she makes it. Nice. So, yeah, Vala with a single-digit hit points. Still in play. Anduin is dead. Junkrat is trying it again. And gets interrupted once more. The never-ending story at the altar. As Vala is doing her best to somehow keep them at bay. They could, of course, finish all of that if they just would send someone down to the bottom of the map and go for a channel on both altars at the same time. But that hasn't really happened. There's the Devour. Arian is not giving up on this one. And Dehaka is just pushing the mid lane. Masquerade. He wants all the bell towers. All the bell towers. He can't stop at only 1. There's the Rocket Ride again. Yep, and is that enough for a kill? With the drag, it is. So Varian is dead. 20 kills to 9. The fiesta continues. Yeah, they're not giving them a break at all. The interrupts are still happening. Ultralisk with the channel once that he can. Arian is back. Vala with a strafe. It just doesn't end. It just does not end. There's the Gorge. The channel attempt, the interrupt, and Vala is dead once more. 21 kills, 2-9. And Deathwing... You motherfucker! The helping hand! Dequaza with a trollolololololol. Oh, that's a kill. That's a kill on Urel. That's a kill on Deathwing, and that is finally game. 23 kills to 9. Game number 1 gets locked in by Team Y against the Cow Attack in the grand final. Nicely done on Towers of Doom. Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV. Battlefield of Eternity, map number 2. Team Y had a bit of fun towards the end on Towers of Doom. Now we're heading into a Battlefield, the second map in the best of 3 series here at the grand final of the 6th qualifier. Map choice made by the blue team, as Team Cowattack decided to go into the first pick. Again, for them, it's obviously a tough battle. They go up against one of the strongest teams that we had so far in the X-Cup qualifiers. I would say the top 4 teams in terms of just strength seem to be right now the Hardos, Team Wa, the Donuts, who only participated in a single tournament though, and the Flipping Mafia, who are currently participating in their second qualifier. Now again, as I already said, the entire tournament format is set up so you don't have to play in all of the qualifiers, especially if you are a top team. And yeah, we'll see if the Donuts sign up for more of the tournaments, because right now, after today, they will drop out of the top 8, I think. So if they want to make it into the top 8, they definitely have to sign up for at least one more tournament, and then it depends a bit on how they are performing there. Better safe than sorry would be to sign up for another 2 or 3. I mean, there's still plenty left. Right now that we're heading into the second map of our 6th qualifier, the grand final at hand, we have quite a lot of supports banned out. Malfurion, Brightwing, Uther, and Medivh are all eliminated. And a first pick Sylvanas, really? That's kind of wild. A first pick Sylvanas? Okay, Lucio for Zelia, that's already something that you don't like to see when you play against it. I mean, that was banned out earlier for a reason against Zelia. He has way too much fun with that shit. And now the big question, what else we're gonna get here? There's the Zagara pick. I mean, it was more or less a choice between Zagara and Vala, right? And Dino locks in Zagara. I am terrified. That's Sylvanas' first pick. I gotta admit that I don't really understand it. Sylvanas is not a bad pick on this map, that's not what I'm trying to say, but a first pick position on her, given the bans that we've seen, that has a huge question mark that immediately pops up here. Anubarak and Karazim. I mean, again, you can go for a really good combo. You can go for Anubarak Engage, 7-sided strike, Sylvanas Wailing Arrow, maybe even Mind Control. There's a lot that I can do with it. But first pick Sylvanas, that priority seems to be a little bit off considering what was still up for grabs. And now with that early Zagara pick, it seems like we already have a very nice initial setup for Team Y, especially since Zelia also has his Lucio. So that's kind of strong. He can be really, really annoying with that. Chen gets banned, and we got a Garrosh ban. Yeah, I mean, on this map... Okay, we're getting a bit more of a troll setup here. We get Artanis in. Artanis gets played. Yeah, I'm sorry for the Artanis fans out there, he's still shit. He's maybe a little bit better than he was before, but he's still not good. Now, that doesn't mean that you can land a god swap, but if you talk about reliable... They're going for Kira too. Alright, yeah, if you needed any convincing that they are definitely experimenting with the picks a little bit, then yeah, the Artanis and Kira rotation should have enlightened you. Okay, so they feel pretty safe. After the victory in game number 1 and the dominant performance, they see, especially in the later stages, they feel kind of safe here. Let's just see if they overextend themselves a bit too much with those picks. Arthas on the other side. So we get a Nubarak, Arthas, Karazim, and Genji. A hyper-aggressive setup for them right now, and Arthas could definitely deal with that a bit. But what is Masquerade gonna take? I honestly have no clue, because it could be anything at this point. It could be a murky main tank for all it matters. So, yeah. We get Mirrodin. Alright, so Mirrodin... Kira, Artanis, it's a wild one. Definitely a bit of a meme factor in this game. But, well, can they win with it? That's another question. They just felt that the gap between the two teams is big enough that he can get away with it. Let's find out if that works for them. Battlefield of Eternity is the second map in the grand final here of the 6th qualifier for the X-Cup Summer. Okay, Team Wa, they decided to have a little bit of fun and make my life a living hell, because I can already hear the snowflakes crying in the background. He's viable! Ah, tennis! Yeah, the Atanas fanboys are going to crawl out of their holes again. On the left side, in game number 2, we got Dequaza on Atanas, Masquerade on Murden, Zelia on Lucio, Ultralisk on Kira. We got Dainu on Zagara, and over to the right side of the map, Team Cow Attack with Arion on Sylvanas, Uniden on Genji, Rutek on Karazim, Cesabos on Arthas, and Mimikyu on Nubarak. So the good old rule still holds true. Yes, Atanas can be played. Yes, Atanas can be fun. Yes, Atanas has god swaps, but he still sucks compared to the alternatives that he can take on in that role. That's the reason why we never see him when there's actually a lot on the line, or when there are two teams playing that are dead even in the skill level. So there we go. But again, he can be fun, and we can see some god swaps. For now, what we're seeing is a quick kill against Sylvanas and a lot of aggression, but the counter kill against Zelia, but we're not stopping there. They go for Rutek, they take him down, there's the swap, and Genji makes his way out of the fight. So there we have it. You could also tell Team War that if they want to go real balls deep with all of that and they want to make for a play, you know, to really show that they are superior, they could go for player killer number 1 and just log Nova in the next time, because we haven't seen her in a while. The deadly murky Nova Conf, for example, something on those lines. Instead, we're having a massive brawl here. Guys, this is just going to be a brawl. This is going to go all out aggression from both sides, and right now it's working. It's working for Team Cow Attack. Cows are not the only thing that they're attacking everything inside. And they get 3 kills out of it. So now we have 4 kills to 3. We're 1.5 we are 1.5 minutes into the game and we have 7 kills. Alright, they went full brawl on this one. I mean... Oh, it's not gonna stop. This is gonna be the game. What you've seen so far is gonna be the game here. Ultralisk is already YOLOing in with Wakanda Girl. But Kira is dead. Another kill. Sylvanas. Everybody going down. It's a full-on fiesta at this point. They are all over the place. And up at the top lane, Arthas is all alone. Lucio is now rotating up, you know, because he has so much wave clear that he can easily push Arthas back. Seems like Kira is also starting to go up there. Kira was basically only visiting at the bot lane because she saw that everybody was having fun except for her, and then decided, hey, we're gonna change that. And we're gonna change it now. Kira with a Your Pain My Gain. The maximum effort is in too. And yep, top side, we're looking at a triple setup with a Stormbolt at level 4 locked in. It's Sledgehammer time. We have 10 kills already. Why did nobody pick Tigers with Master Assassin over here? I mean, that's really what they needed to go for. But instead, what we're seeing... Did he just fuck up his burrow charge? No. I don't know what quite happened, but yeah, no, he's still fine. So he had the burrow charge still up. Okay. Alright. By the way, we're going full-on attack style for Arthas as well. He went straight into his Icy Talons on level 4. And I don't even want to guess who's going to win the Immortal race. So far, it seems like the blue team is doing well initially, but Zelia is getting focused again. It's the theme of the day. Not only of the series, it's pretty much what's just happening all day long. Every team is just going for Zelia directly and ganking up on him. Masquerade nearly died too. But it's a bit of an even playing field right now on the Immortal pressure. Cesabos up here, a bit low though. Amateur opponent level 1 for Atanas obviously, as he's coming back into the fight. But the halftime show, nearly even. Difference of 800 hit points between the two teams. A slight advantage for the red team, but that's about it. So who gets the hits in? Who's gonna make the plays now? Come on, Atanas, show us what you got. Show us that you can at least be a little bit useful with that amateur opponent. And yeah, that's what we're getting. They're winning it after all. Blue team walks away with the first Immortal of the game. 7 stacks. Oh, the swap attempt by Dequaza. Unsuccessful, I might add. And we got him with a Rune Tap too. Rune Tap is in. And why fight a tactical battle with the boss if you can go for the brawl in the middle? They're losing it again. Kira is doing what she's doing best. She's dying. So now she's down. We got 4 kills to 8. And it seems like Dino at least wants to do some damage up at the top. So he's helping the Immortal to get some damage in and take at least the wall down. Arion is very much alone. And they go for Nubarak. Well, actually the other way around. The Nubarak went for Zagara, so friends came in to help out quickly. Talk about friends, it seems like Arthas also has a few. So we got the Quasar and Masquerade down at the bottom of the map. I mean, this game is all over the place. The swamp! The swamp! And all the plebs in the background. Fireball! 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 They take Arthas down, but... well, Muradin died too. So the dwarf is dead. Tannis. With the Psionic Synergy, the Chrono Surge, where is he sitting at the damage? Nearly 9,000. Guys, it's only a matter of seconds and he's gonna be over 9,000. He's so close, and there it is! He gets it. So, top 4 has taken some damage. Down here, they're trying to go for the next fight. Ultralisk, 1v4, easy peasy, no problem. Starting to come in with the hits, and they take the camp. It's 15 kills, 6 minutes into the game. 15 kills! They're still losing ground. Arthas is top side. And, yep, down here, 15,000 damage for Kira. Okay. Are they going to take the fort? Seems like they might have a shot at it. There's so much shit running around here. Roaches, Hydralisk, Khazras, minions. Yeah, and that's the first fort of the game. So the kills go to Team Cow Attack. They have an advantage in experience as well, but they're losing structures. And they're losing them quickly. But Muradin, he has now 44 stacks on his level 1. Again. So right now he can increase the damage a little bit more. And we're actually going to see how much damage he's going to do in the long run. Obviously aiming for a bit... I mean, this is going to be a Haymaker game, isn't it? I haven't even thought about that. It's going to be a Haymaker. It's Masquerade and Muradin going for a full-on damage build. We're going to see Haymaker here. Chances are very, very good that that's going to happen. Didn't even think about this until now. Yeah, and he's already trying to get some additional Stormbolt damage in. We have Muradin at 8,600. But Sylvanas is chipping in damage on the blue team's Immortal side. The level 10, on the other hand, is kicking in for Team 1 just another second. And it is Haymaker! Of course it's Haymaker. Why was I ever doubting that it's Haymaker? And also, on top of that, the unrelenting strikes. In we go. Sylvanas is dead. Hashtag not my war chief. Double more. And where's the follow-up? There's the follow-up attempt. Everybody's low, including Kira. And Ultralisk dies once more. They go for the Anubara kill on the other hand, so it's a kill for a counter kill. Nobody cares about the Immortal here. It's just kills everywhere. Cesar Boss, he gets completely isolated. They are body blocking him and they take the kill. Down here, yeah, Rutek against Masquerade. And screw you, Zelia. Not respecting the 1v1. Really, Alex would be mad. If Alex the Pro G would see that, he would not be happy. That is not cool, bro. You can't do that. You have to respect the 1v1 here. This is not how we're playing this. Yeah, but we got now 20 kills in the game. At the 8-minute mark, I might add. And down at the bottom of the map, a Stormbolt and the Haymaker. And Sylvanas is getting out. Thanks to Mimikyu showing up with the Nubarak and doing his thing. 71 stacks on the level 1 now. Masquerade hopping out. Dino. Dino is the only one that's playing the game. Dino is literally the only one that says, guys, you know, these immortal things, these objectives that they have in Heroes of the Storm, they're kind of cool. We should maybe go for them. And everybody is like, brawling. Let's go bot lane. So yeah, there's the old 7-sided goodbye Lucio. I might direct your attention to the top lane a little bit, because that's where the Immortal is currently ripping the fort apart. And Dino is slowing them down slightly with a nice maul. Unrelenting strikes, a little bit too early. Gets interrupted immediately and dies. Good job, Kira. Great play. That was fantastic. That was so good that we're going to take another look at it. So here we go. Unrelenting strikes. Bam. Dead. Oh, beautiful. So up here, the Immortal has been defeated. We got 22 kills now. Yeah, at the same time, level 13 talents are slowly starting to kick in for the two teams. Look at Muradin. Wrong side on the map. Okay, down here. They're going for it. Artanis! 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 He's still alive! And they're making it out. Only one team is level 13. I'm gonna get it in a moment. For the blue team too. That's about the camp now. There we have it. Level 13, Way of the Shimada. Okay, we got the Thunder Strikes. It's all about the damage. Mirrodin with the full damage. And here we go. And Uberrock is dead. They go for Cesar Boss and try and take him down too. And they get the kill. And follow it up with a triple. It's a triple, baby. They take everybody down. 20,000 for Mirrodin, 19,000 for Artanis. Mirrodin is winning. Mirrodin is winning. Look at it. Beautiful. Nubarak dying first. And they kill everybody else. So yeah, Masquerade is currently winning the battle against Equaza. The Mirrodin and Artanis fight is going on. And obviously it's the Dwarf that is taking the lead here. 33,000 for Zagara. They even opened the bot lane up now. But Masquerade is soloing the camp. This is probably the dumbest thing that I've seen today. You fucking monkey. And here it is again. B-step included. Yeah, Artanis is dead too. It's not only Mirrodin that dies, he's also eliminated. And that's 27 kills in total. That could be the first immortal for Team Cow Attack. They might get the first immortal. That's another kill. Lucio's dead too. A little bit of bot lane pressure that they gotta deal with at some point. Aaron is moving in for it. Mirrodin is back. 1v4, no problem. And he's dead again. Another quick kill. He's down too. Slowly but steadily, it's becoming a problem when you're dying, because again, death timers are increasing, and now we are looking at 31,000 damage for Genji, and on top of that, we also have, as you can tell, an immortal finally in the hands of Team Cow Attack. So there's that. Okay, that's going to be a bot lane pressure play up here at the top. Artanis! Get wrecked! Yeah, he just got dumpstered on. Not viable after all. Yeah, guys, one of these teams wants to win. The other team is trolling. So, right now, Team Cow Attack, they're coming in at the bot lane, at the top lane. They're taking one fort down. Now, to be fair, keep in mind that Team War has already eliminated 2 forts, right? So there's at least that. But the Immortal is now getting attacked down here, and obviously the blue team still thinks that they can win this, at least in the late game. They need to wait for Artanis to come back, but at some point they need to get their shit together. Trolling is fine and good, but at some point you really need to start to coordinate your attacks a little bit, or you're gonna lose the game. And that might happen. I mean, it would be kind of funny if they lose the game here because they're trolling, and then on the next map they get outdrafted or something and lose the series because of that. So that's the risk that you're running if you do something like this. Now, the forts are all destroyed on the map. That Stormball, on the other hand, connected. Did he just miss the swap on a stationary target? Or did he just dash out at the last moment possible? By the way, the only one that hasn't died in the entire game is Genji. Genji has not died even once. He might have needed healing a couple of times, but he never died because apparently he got the healing. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, level 16 talents. Full on damage build also on Arthur's, which so far didn't really work out all too well for him, but he's going for the double stacks now. He's sitting at 17. Another Stormbolt. Haymaker, of course, still a thing. 7-sided strike, and Artanis does what he does best. He's dying. Now, they're going for Ultralisk, and they are going to get him. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to tell you, but I think even Team War can't make Artanis work. That's what this is looking like to me. Because we now got 32 kills in the game, but there's one team that is gaining a huge amount of momentum, and another team that is starting to become the punching bag of this thing. So, yeah. They are opening that bot lane up a little bit. And they have now a level lead. So they have a level lead and they have Sylvana still. And there's another kill. A 5-man more! And they just don't have the damage as a follow-up. Oh god, that sucks. Not a single kill. Dino is just sitting there probably screaming in voice, "Are you shitting me?" He gets a 5-man more and they don't have the follow-up damage to do anything with it. Boy, that sucks. Yeah, that would piss me off a little bit too. So, 5-man more and it's completely useless. Now, for whatever reason, the blue team has the lead on the Immortal, and that is ridiculous. That shouldn't happen. But here we go. Are they losing another one just as Lucio's about to come back? Nah, Lucio's back to business. Okay, so they're gonna try and defend theirs first. And this is a bit of a moment of truth, honestly, because if they are not playing this one seriously, they're gonna lose the game right here. Or they're gonna fall so far behind that the outcome is more or less inevitable. Yeah, there's the... Oh, nicely done by Zelia. Really nicely done. Keeping Masquerade in play. Cocoon has been used too. So that's a lot of cooldowns that just got burned on the side of Team Cow Attack. Yeah, that's a nice one. And that might be even a kill. If they can go for Cesabos and get the drop here, but the swap misses. Dequaza doesn't get the swap, and that's a problem. On the other hand, top side, they at least take the wall down, so that's a step into the right direction. With everybody on the red team retreating, they also lock in the halftime show. That's a good step. Where's the damage actually sitting at? Who's winning in our damage battle? Ah, Atanis is back. Atanis is overtaking Muradin again. Uh-oh, there we go, though. Talking about a Nuburak in the frontliners. Ah, there's the Maw. This time only against 2. A little bit of a follow-up. Good damage. There's the swap. And a Nuburak. Oh, nearly got killed by the Immortal. Instead, it's Sylvanas that dies. And they're getting more. Genji is dead. The first death for him. Lucio is zipping in to take a Rutek down. And they get that kill easily. And at the same time, we still have a bit of a battle here over on the right side. Ultralisk is trying to solo them a little bit too hard. So that's another one that goes down. But they're going to get the 5-man wipe here eventually. Yeah, Cesabos is dead too. The Dwarf jump in for them additional pain. I would have laughed so hard. Oh, yeah, this isn't dumb at all. Okay, so 70 kills against 22. And he just triggers shields. He's just triggering shields all day, every day. He gets the Immortal, though. We have them on level 19. Top 4 keepers already taken some damage. And they're even going for the camp down here. But yeah, it's amazing. 105 stacks for Muradin. Where's Muradin on the damage board? He's at 28,000, but Atanis is heavily overtaking him. Atanis nearly has more damage than Kira. That's where we're at this point. 34,000 for Arthas, though. Yeah, Arthas is the one that is really bringing the pain here. So by now, we have the push through the bot lane, and that will result in the first keep of the game being destroyed. The question is, do they end the game? And, well, with Masquerade already being dead, probably not. That could be the follow-up kill right here against Atanis. The Maw against 2. Okay, nicely done. Dino, they get some damage in. Unrelenting strikes. But Sylvanas' arrow was ready as well. They are really low, though. The red team is about to lose an Uberak. He's dead. Ah, but Atanis is also down. So is the keep, and the core gets attacked next. This might still be game here. Yep, the shield is falling quickly. That core takes damage 100%. The only question is, can they somehow take it down? And I'm starting to doubt that. Oh, Cesabos! Arthas! He turns it! They're going for Kira, and they're going to take her down. The core is at 50%, and I think they're going to save it. Yep, 43%, 34%, and the core is still alive. The core is in, and Dino is dead. There's no way they're letting him go. Really? Wow. Alright, so Dino makes it. Fair enough. Zelia with the vision play. But that core is low. 34% on the core. And top side, they can still deal with that. It's 20 versus 20 talents now. We have 43 kills. Just saying. Just saying. We're looking at 43 kills right now. Oh boy. Yeah, we get the anti-magic shell in. The storm shield is ready. The living weapon. No ult for no level 20 for Atanis yet. Kira has gone for the silent killer. Yeah, the silent ones, they are the worst. I'm telling you. The silent ones that are deadly. The loud ones, yeah, you can live through them. You crack a window and it's fine. But the silent ones, whoo! Masquerade, hop, little dwarf. Hop, hop, hop. Rewind, and he's out of there. Okay. God, this is just funny as hell. He just doesn't connect those, right? I mean, he's swapping. He's trying all the time, but it just doesn't work out for him. Okay. So, this is the next Immortal. Likely going to be the last Immortal. Already 20 minutes into the game as it gets announced. And yeah, they sniff out Arthur's. He still gets the lock on Ultralisk. But it's these swap attempts by Dequaza. Oh my god. The Cocoon! No! Not like this! He just used 7-sided! Oh, the Egg Strike on the point. That wasn't too bad. There's the Maw again. The Tyrant Maw has been upgraded, of course. The Nubarak with a good setup. Everybody's low. Where's the first one to die? Yeah, that's the save. Kill against Kira. Kill against Lucio. Now they're running down Zagara. And also Artanis. Genji has at least fall. That's one counter kill, but that's the only one that they're getting here. So it's a 4 versus 1. And Masquerade, he's sitting there on his little wolf and is thinking, what am I doing now? And the answer is not a lot. Can maybe get some damage against that Immortal with a good Storm Bolt. Yeah, chipping it in a little bit, but he's gonna die now. That was dumb play number 50 in this game. So yeah, the memes are real, guys. This could be game. This could be game. We are likely looking at game 3. They're gonna get this one 100%, and that is a tough defense to make work. 34% on the other side's core. If they somehow cross the map and they can attack the core, that's a different story. But that will be a very weird battle now. You have to play around vision a bit, so the red team should make sure that they are control. Oh my god, really? A pause? What's happening here? Did anybody drop? What's going on? That is like the worst moment to pause the game. We got a real 3-2-3 moment here. The tactical pause for Team Cow Attack as they're deciding what they want to do. Guys, how do we control vision at the bot lane? How do we make sure they're not backdooring us? And how do we set this up at the top right now? We have got 71,000 damage for Genji. By the way, Zagara is sitting at 116,000. 116,000. I'm not talking siege damage here. And we got 122,000 on siege in addition. So she's nearly equal on both accounts. Same is, by the way, true for Artanis. He's at 43,000 damage now. He's way eclipsed the damage output of Muradin. And is still trailing behind Arthur's, who's at 47k. Also, look at Karazim for just a second. He's at 48,000 damage himself. If they can take that camp, by the way, eventually, depending on how long this entire setup lasts, they might be able to get some damage done. But the camp is getting stolen away too. And likely, are they going to lose him? Yeah, well, X-Strike denied by the Cocoon. There's the Maw. What a fight again. And Muradin is near. They are the kill. They got the kill. Artanis with the ultimate kill against Sylvanas. No freaking way. Double catapult top. They gotta protect that. Here, check it out. Artanis, he made it work. He made it work. It was the first time. And now the game will continue. Locks the kill in against Sylvanas with his ult. I can't believe it. 9 deaths on Ultralisk. He's winning. Only 1 and he's in the double digits. Where the fuck is Muradin? Masquerade is opening the wall up, I suppose? And over here, they are saving the keep. But still, close call. Very, very close call. Everybody else is still chasing Muradin. It's a trap! And it's a big one. I don't really want to know what they're gonna do. No, please don't. They take all the fountains down, and the red team is just looking at this and they're like, what the fuck is going on here? There's the next attempt. It's done! The Artanis ult! Unrelenting strikes denied by the Maw. Ultralisk low, so is Genji, and Ubarak is dead! The 7-sided is in, and do they really win this here? Rutek is alive! No, he's not. He gets killed by the dwarf. Dainu! They kill him. And Mirrodin is gonna solo the core now. Rest of the team is already moving into only 2 survivors. What is this shit? What a game. This is just beyond stupid. God, I love it. So yeah, they're going for the kills, they go for Genji, they try the swaps, they want to go for the keep, the catapults are soon going to be on the core. There's the hit! Haymaker! And Sylvanas is dead. Sylvanas is down, the keep is about to fall, and they're going for the core. The catapults, they are about to end the game here. This, ladies and gentlemen, is not it yet. There we go. now it's game. Another grand final victory for Team WA as they lock in the win in qualifier number 6. GG.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description and check that out. Thanks in advance and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.